He was born and raised in Chicago's West Side, served in the Marines from 1972 to 82, worked for Orion Computers, McDonnell Douglas Aircraft Company, also worked for Cook County Clerk, currently at the Veterans Administration, author of the book Single Parenting, a Black Male's Experience Raising a Child from Birth. I'd like to welcome to the show my man, James R. Shannon. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Yeah, thank you, Greg.
Man, good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got you on the show, StreetWise StreetScene, Chicago. If it wasn't for this brother right here, I don't think we've been able to take advantage of the opportunity to bring about the awareness of Streetwise all these years, to educate you, Chicago, about the real Streetwise and, more importantly, how you can take advantage of Streetwise in a positive way. James, man, I am so happy and inspired to have you on this show. You really don't know, man. You know, I tell you every time I see you. You know, you used to work with us at Streetwise, and it was always lively, man. You know, this book, and I'm going to get straight to the point, man. You know, this book, and the title is Single Parent of a Black Male's Experience Raising a Child from Birth. What inspired you to write this book, man?
Well, you know, it was a life-changing experience. I raised my daughter straight from birth, and, you know, I wasn't even thinking about writing a book. But the experience, the change, the transformation into parenthood at the degree that I am now, I had to tell somebody about it. And so I wrote this book, this story, and it's a love story. It's a story that all men should read. They should hear about it, and they should share it with everyone they know.
And that's very right. And we're going to talk a lot about that book, man, because it can be very inspiring for others who really need to read that book. There's a lot of fathers out there that's not with their kids right now. It has a lot to do with a lot of cause and effect that's going on in society today. But this is a call-in show also, James, and we're going to take a caller. Caller, we got a caller on the line. Question or comment. Welcome to StreetWise StreetScene. Hey, caller, turn your television down so that way we can hear you. There we go. Caller, you on the air. Welcome to StreetWise StreetScene. Question or comment? Okay, well, we'll probably get him the call on back. James, Chicago, we're here with James R. Shannon, author,
yes,
okay, and father, father. Absent fathers in a single-family home today, man. Let's talk about that effect, man.
The effect is just devastating. Crime rates go up, homelessness, dropout rates. I mean, just a plethora of all types of things that destroys the family, the family structure. And by the men being absent, you know, the mothers have that tremendous responsibility to take care of the family. But they can't do it all alone. They can't do it alone. And so if the men were to come back into the family, whether they're married or if they're just actively involved with their children, this crime and the education and all these problems that society is facing will diminish.
You know, one of the ways, you know, guys get all caught up, they have bad relations with their child's mother, okay? And they let that affect them being with their child. I mean, what advice would you have for somebody in that position right now, man?
I would tell them to start loving themselves. You know, the only way that you could share love is that you have love. And if you do that, if you examine yourself and really understand what your responsibility is, then you can reach out and you could dismiss all the other problems that, you know, interfere with being actively involved with your child. And then you would be more successful.
You know, I have two kids myself. I'm Greg Jr., 26, Genesis, who's 6, 20 years apart, born on the same day. That's a blessing.
That is a blessing. That is a blessing.
And, you know, when I had Greg, you know, I was doing a lot, you know, music and just living a fast life. So, you know, I'm his father and I spent some time in his life, but not really like I did when I had Genesis.
Right.
You know, I was there with her when she was born. I was with her every day. And that feeling is so gratifying to watch her, you know, grow into the little female she is today. She's
Right.
6 years old, but really she's like 12 because she's very, very smart and outgoing. But I watched those transition, and that's an awesome feeling. That's some of the things that inspired you to write that book too, because
The
you
bond.
have a beautiful daughter.
The
who
bond.
right now, how old is your daughter?
My daughter's 25. She'll be 26 next month.
And that's your daughter right there, right?
That's her right there.
She wasn't 26 on there, Chicago. The little baby, well, you're going to see her a little bit later. She's definitely grown to a beautiful, intelligent woman, and I know they had a lot with you raising her.
Yes, it did. And, like you explained, with your child, that bonding process is something that a lot of men will never really experience because you did it alone. You did it from day one. And see, most men dismiss a lot of the responsibilities that mothers have because they feel that that's, for her and her alone. But when you're actively involved with every aspect of that child's growth, it's a bond that's unexplainable. You just can't explain it. It's just a gratifying bond.
And I watched that with you and your daughter, and you all have a really special bond. I mean, what is your hope, the effect this book will have on people?
I hope it's life-changing. I hope people will begin to realize that they must intervene and stop neglecting their responsibilities and get involved in the lives of their children to cut down this crime, because they're killing children, babies now. And if you understood what is happening, and instead of reacting and responding afterwards, you will protect your child like you're supposed to.
So you do feel that fathers, kids, it has an effect on the crime out there today, right?
It does. It has a tremendous effect. And, it's my hope that I could take some of these young men and bring them inside of these schools that they're closing, these buildings, educate them, get them expunged, get them job training, and get some mentoring in there so that they can get actively involved with their children's lives.
And you're very active. I know you had a lot to do with the fatherhood conferences.
I did.
That takes
over
place.
10
How long
years.
has that been going? 10 years.
It's been going on for about 16 years now.
So let's talk about that conference. What happens at the conference?
At the conference, we have a panel of all type of distinguished guests in all different professions, judges, lawyers, just about everybody in a profession in society. And they disseminate a lot of information, education about what it takes to be a responsible father and all the resources that are available to assist you.
This takes place annually?
Annually.
And the next one is coming up when?
I'm not sure about the next one right now, but I do know that I'm working on a different platform of what I feel that I should do with these vacant buildings, these vacant schools, to bring them inside there and have active programs so that they could do this every day as opposed to once a year.
And that's what I'm talking about. Fresh Start Father.
Fresh Start Fathers.
Let's talk about it.
That's right. Fresh Start Fathers, our motto is to save our children's lives. And as I said, to start off rebuilding the man and reinstilling inside of him all the tools and everything that's necessary to make him more of an active member in society.
And that's what your plans is for the future today.
That's
We're
right.
starting on it right now.
That's right.
And if people want to get more information about Fresh Start Fathers, what do they need to do, man?
You need to go to the website at www.freshstartfathers.com.
Because you definitely can use a lot of help, a lot of
Yes,
fathers
I
to come
can.
up to the plate,
I can.
to do this, and we can make it happen together,
we can. Yes, we
and
can,
it's
brother.
about the future, because our children are our future.
Yeah, they surely
And
are.
I guarantee Chicago, if it goes the way it's going right now, without brothers like him, myself, it's going to be a real sad future. So we got to get things going, and Fresh Start Fathers is definitely a way to go.
Indeed.
You're very active. I always used to say, man, if you want somebody to know something, event you got going on, man, let James R. Shannon know.
James R.
He's a man
Shannon.
about town. I got some pictures on you, James. Let's talk about this, man.
I received the Congressional Award for my volunteerism in the community and with the ex-offender community, with the people that were recovering from drug addiction, and the Congressman Davis gave me an award for that.
We got a picture here with you and the congressman.
Yeah, Miss Copeland.
That's right. Congressman Danny Davis, it's nice to follow that brother. He's a board member of StreetWise, and, with his support throughout the years, man, I don't think we'd be where we are today. So I just want to thank Congressman Danny Davis
really
for being
appreciate
there.
him. I really appreciate that, brother.
Got a picture of you and all the
Fresh
brothers.
Start
Let's talk
Fathers.
about this.
That's Fresh Start Fathers. Most of my family members, all my supporters, those are the people that have supported me, that started supporting me, and it's grown since then.
Okay.
That's my mother. She'll turn 91 years old October 27th.
Wow, what a blessing, man.
Yes,
what a blessing.
It is.
That's
indeed.
a blessing,
It
man.
is.
You know, I lost my mother when I was 19, so I always wished that, my mother was here today. And for you to have a mother in your life like that, that's truly a blessing.
91.
A beautiful daughter. I know things that happened in your life, when she was younger, that it was a road that you was going to have to take.
That's right.
And it looks like you definitely took the right road. I got one more picture here, man.
Oh,
What's up with this?
Mr. James
Yes.
R. Shannon. Marine. Yes, I was in the United States Marine Corps from 72 to 82.
All right,
And it
all
was
right,
the best
all right.
experience of my life.
James, man, we need a lot of brothers like you in society today, man. And, I'm seeing a lot of violence that's going on around the United States, and especially here in Chicago, man. So I want you to get that information one more time so how brothers and sisters, well, you need some help from the sisters too, though.
Yes,
right?
we deal with
Fresh
women as
Start
well.
Fathers.
Yes,
They ain't just about
yes.
the guys, man. So once again, how can they get in contact with you, man?
Go to www.freshstartfathers.com.
www.freshstartfathers.com. Hit you up on Facebook too.
Yes, sir.
Hit James R. Shannon
James
up on
R.
Facebook.
Shannon, Facebook.
All right, here we go. James R. Shannon. Right, I want to thank you for being on the show, Chicago. I want you to meet his daughter, what the effects of that little beautiful little girl was about, and how she grown to be a beautiful woman. Antonecia Shannon, welcome to StreetWise Street Scene.
Hello.
Chicago, this was a young little baby that you saw on the book, and she's grown to be a beautiful, intelligent woman. And this is the effects it can have, the father being in someone's life. What are you doing with yourself right now?
I'm actually working at Domestic Violence Courthouse, 555 West Harrison.
All right, all right. And you graduated, right?
Yes.
All right. So, she's working very hard. Right now, she's in the community, helping domestic violence victims, putting in work just like her father. And this can happen when you are definitely in your child's life. I want to thank James R. Shannon. I want to thank his daughter for being here. Chicago is always a short time, but we're going to be back with you next week, next Friday. Until next week, stay focused, keep it real, stay streetwise. Peace out, Chicago. James R. Shannon. My man.